Cancer is a disease that is very commonly spoken about. It has touched us at some point in our life, whether it's our family, friends, relations, or someone we know of. This is Kiru Kishokumar, Global Health Coach. Let's talk about cancer and the steps that we could take in our daily life to prevent it. Prevalence of cancer had increased drastically throughout the year. It had been the second largest cause of death in the world. As per to the worldwide cancer statistics, 9.6 million deaths had been recorded due to cancer in 2018 and 17 million people had been diagnosed by cancer as of last year. Every one of us are dealing with cancer every day. There are mutations that happen in our body, and when our immune system is not strong enough, that's when something is diagnosed, because our body will not be able to deal with it. Now, mutations can be explained as a sudden change that occurs in your cells, which will alter the cell function. It can happen in your current life or can also be transferred genetically from your parents, which is very rare. And when these mutations happen, your cells functions are altered and tumor starts growing. Sometimes these tumors can be benign and stop growing, and sometimes they are malignant, that when they start grow faster and spread throughout your body. When tumor is growing in your body, it sends signals to your blood vessels to grow. This is called angiogenesis. And when the blood vessels grow faster, they start supplying blood to the tumor growth, and tumor starts growing bigger and bigger. Chemotherapy is done by inhibiting angiogenesis and blocking the blood supply to the tumors. But it also blocks the blood supply to other parts of the body, giving us various side effects. So let's look at the steps that we could take to avoid cancer in our life. First would be to avoid toxins in our environment and in our home. What are you using to spray as air fresheners in your home? What are you using to wash your dishes or your clothes or even to mop your floor? There may be traces of chemicals in your washed clothes and washed dishes that will enter into your system and trigger cancer growth. So an alternate option would be to avoid these chemicals in your home and go for organic cleaning aids, which is now available in most countries and even supermarkets. Or maybe even to use some natural products like the olden days, like the vinegar or bicarbonate soda. Secondly is to avoid toxins from your food. Almost every food that we consume today are exposed to chemicals at some point. Our veggies and fruits are exposed to pesticides, weedicide and fungicide. This enters into our system when we consume them and again trigger the cell function and trigger cancer growth. So a way to avoid is to choose organic range and avoid genetically modified products, and also to go for fresh garden products from your fresh supermarket or neighborhood. So that is another alternate way. Another way that I do personally is to clean your veggies and meat with electrolyzed reduced water, which is highly alkalized, which has to a point of pH 11.5. This will suck out all the chemicals due to its microcluster nature. Third is to avoid radiation in your environment. Every one of us are exposed to electromagnetic radiation on a daily basis, that is with mobile phones, through TV, through Wi-Fi or even computers. Although we know this is important in our life, we it may be a good suggestion to avoid these at least when you sleep. So unplug your Wi-Fi and put your mobile phones in um, flight mode, or even switch it off, and reduce the time you use your Bluetooth. Fourth is to avoid plastics, especially drinking water from plastic bottles. Plastic bottles are uh, transported in various temperatures once they're packed, and it is exposed to direct sun. So when the plastic chemicals in the plastic will diffuse into the water by the time you start consuming it, and chemicals like BPA and various other harmful chemicals can trigger cancer growth by altering your body cell function. So many people say, oh, I'm now using BPA free bottles. Well, it is just BPA free, but not, there are other chemicals that can also cause harmful effects to your body. My suggestion is to avoid plastic fully and go for glass bottles or even metal bottles, but make sure there is no plastic coating inside. Tap water can also be dangerous. Many of you may think tap water is safe to drink. It is not true. It has chemicals like chlorine, fluoride, and even arsenic that are added to the water to kill the bacteria and pathogens. Although it's a good thing, these chemicals will enter into your body and do the same damage to your body cells. So avoid tap water. Making efforts to change your habits in your daily lifestyle can be a great method to prevent cancer. First is to ensure you consume nutrient-dense food that is rich in phytonutrients, minerals, and antioxidants. That's going to be all the greens, veggies, and chemical-free fruits and juices. So scientific studies have proved that consuming enough greens and fruits will allow our body to gain all the minerals and vitamins that we require, allowing increasing our immune system function and allowing our body to fight against tumor growth. So veggies like kale, cabbage, broccoli, ginger, garlic, and even broccoli sprouts, and fish oil, berries, green tea are great source of natural tumor growth inhibitors. My personal recommendation, and which is also backed by several studies, is garlic as a great natural anti-cancer source, and then comes the broccoli sprouts, and then the kale. So I personally ensure that I get all my vitamins and minerals by having a green smoothie every day in the morning for breakfast, and I change my recipes with different greens and fruits in order to ensure that I get all the vitamins and minerals. So try consuming green smoothie for breakfast. Second would be to make sure you're hydrated enough with the right type of water. Bottled water, tap water, aerated water, carbonated drinks, and even energy drinks will simply make your body acidic. When your body is in acidic state and not enough water, it will not be able to eliminate all these toxins that has been accumulated, and this state is going to be a favorable mode for the growth of cancer, because cancer grow in acid state, and sugar will encourage the growth of tumor. So avoid such water and make sure you're hydrated enough. My personal choice is electrolyzed reduced water, which is highly alkalized, rich in antioxidant, and has a microcluster structure. This water is recommended by Dr. Hiromi Shinya and Robert G. Wright, who is the founder and director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. So try to choose the right type of water and make sure that you're drinking enough. Third would be to make sure you're exercising on a regular basis. Lack of exercise and continuous consumption of alcohol and regular smoking is going to induce cancer growth. So to prevent, make sure you are doing enough cardio activity. Start your day with a morning run or morning walk. Lack of sleep is also a trigger for cancer growth. Scientifically, studies have proved that it is vital to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep in order for our body to recover and also our immune system to function properly. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. Chronic stress can also cause cancer. Although there are several studies that had been done to relate chronic stress and cancer, it had been proved that stress caused by social isolation or work-related stress, or even not being able to manage your anger or suppressing it, can lead to cancer. Chronic stress will block your immune system by enhancing the secretion of stress hormone. When your immune system is blocked, your body will not be able to fight against any mutational change and tumor growth. So this is why it is vital for us to make sure that we don't get into a prolonged stress state, and we ensure that we de-stress ourselves, maybe through meditation, go for a yoga, listen to music, go for a run, or even do something at once a week that will unwind yourself, and maybe walk in nature just to unwind yourself and de-stress yourself. Lastly, prolonged liquid fast or water fast can be a great method to prevent cancer. Several studies have proved that patients who had cancer had shown a positive result and a quick recovery when they were in fasted state. So when your body is on a prolonged fast, that is at least beyond 24 hours, it will go into ketosis. That's when your body starts using your fat as source of energy. Tumors cannot grow in this state, and they need sugar to grow. So fasting is found to be a great preventive method of cancer, and also it helps patients who are already suffering with cancer. I personally do liquid fasting on a regular basis, and if you are wanting to know more on fasting, please check out my video on benefits of fasting, and also check out my Facebook page and Instagram, Global Health Coach. I'm going to be guiding on liquid fast very soon. Hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.